But eight and a quarter. Here we go. Nice. All right. Hold it. Damn. That was. With the plug. Was. Nah. Good evening. All right, cool. Go with this here. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, everything. And once you leave and cross the fence, it's all good. What we got? What we got? All right, here we go. Breathe. Breathe. Let that pain fuel you, bro. Embrace the pain. Ain't no need to run from it. When it's gonna chase you anyway. Might as well see it hit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who said it was easy? This pain I've been feeling for years, man. So there'll be times where it come out at different times, right? But you know, Axe always gonna stay pushing no matter how hard it is, man. Like I said, it come out at different times. Yeah, if you ask me, I can care less, bro, when it come out. Cause I just tell people, bro, life is real. Life is real. You know? Anywho, alright. But yeah. Whew. Walking like this, bro, it ain't easy, man. That's why I don't get it, people. You know what I'm saying? Who be trying to say, uh, they here, they there. Everybody, I just made a post yesterday talking about don't give up, man. Because whatever pain you dealing with, it ain't gonna last forever, bro. But it sucks because you never know when it ain't gonna win. When it's gonna win, you know what I'm talking about? So, like now, like I just said, man, it hits you when it wanna hit you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know it's real. Yep. All right. Mr. Keith, what up, bro? Here we go. Next set. Come on. Whew, shoot. All right. Tell people, bro. I don't get like this from eating right and working out. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Everything that we're forced to endure, you know what I'm saying, and just take it on, you know. I tell people you can't run from this even if you wanted to. Shoot. That's why it hurts so much. That's why this pain hits so hard. Because I can't run from this even no matter how hard I try. Right? But all I do is keep my head down and keep running, man. You know? And now, I'm trying to beat these odds like crazy, man. Yeah. Everybody up under the sun, your jurisdiction, switching up on left and right, fagging off left and right, right? It's just like, it's a never ending thing. And as I try to bring people in my life, they slowly just vanish, right? Which I ask myself now, who is gonna be there in my life? Or is it just gonna be me? Because it's like I'm telling myself to be all right with either one. I mean, with the first one I'm in, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like the ones you thought that was dear, uh, friends, family, you know, not to say they show their true colors over time, but it's like life, man, happens for everybody. And then when it do, it's like everybody ain't gonna react the same, right? Everybody ain't gonna do the same thing. So all they gonna do is what? Take it as however they take it. But me, personally, um, yeah, that's just how I see it, bro. Cause like I said, pain can hit whenever, however, for however long, man. I say this all the time. I'd rather take two to the chest and deal with this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just talking about people walking about your life, man. I'm talking about when you just, you ain't stagnant, you're not content, but you just be like, God dang, bro, what needs to be done? Because I will give my life for it at this point, right? You'll really give your life for it. People don't feel that because they ain't never been there. It's where they ready to give their life up for it, man. That's how bad you want it. That's how bad you want it, man. You willing to take somebody out, you know what I'm saying? It hits you that hard. They don't know about that. You'll do anything at this point because you freaking gave your life up for it. So it's like, what else you gotta do? You know what I'm saying? Those are the thoughts that go through your mind when you go through this. You know what I'm saying? And the only ones who really went through it gonna understand that. If you ain't went through it, you're not gonna know. You know? Because that's where I'm at. I done been on this road for too long by myself. It's like, when is it gonna be a change at this point? But I know I can't ask that because that's disobedience. So, it's, yeah. Work, work. Woo! All right. What y'all talking about? Man, Super Set with Dips. Yeah. I missed it. What happened? I see you're definitely committed to fitness. You know, now that I think about it, I'm not. I ain't committed to this. As I look back in my life, bro, it's like it's like I'm a fish that got thrown out of a bucket, right, and into the ocean with the rest of the fish, right? Like all these other fish get to swim in their own little habitat, but you that one fish that had to get thrown back into the ocean. That's how I feel, right? So when people say I'm dedicated and all this, I'm disciplined, bro, I was thrown into the ocean, bro. It's just that simple. Because this is how it is for me. When life happens, I'm here. When it don't happen, I'm still here. When holidays, Christmas, birthday, all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm still here. So it's not discipline, it's not dedication. If I'm being honest, it's none of that. If I'm being honest, it's none of that. Like I said, I was just thrown into the ocean, bro. In other words, and I hate to say it like this, but I didn't have no choice but to do this or roll over in a grave, right? Someone who walked out of my life recently, I'll be real about it. Someone who walked out of my life recently, they didn't understand that, for the life of them. And it was just like, it was nothing I could have said or done to make them understand. It's like one thing I heard was before, you can't mess up God's process for somebody else. Sometimes it ain't meant for other people to understand what you know at that given time. Sometimes it's gonna take them an extra year or two to fully grasp that, so they can come back and look at you and be like, God dang, bro, why didn't I listen? Why didn't I just take your advice? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's really what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and sure enough, that's why you, once again, see, you look to my right, look to my left, look to my right, you gonna see who's here. And that's just what it is. And that's what I'm telling y'all who watching, man. And I hate to be the one that has to be an example, but, because I ask God all the time, like, why he had to choose me to be this example, man. Sure. Because I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to get forced to do this. I really didn't. I was not trying, but once again, when you forced, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got a knife against your throat. You know, I don't know whoever felt that before, but yeah, that's what this is. Have a knife against your throat for yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it like that to make it make sense for y'all. In other words, you really gonna have to have your back against the wall, right? Something is gonna have to drive you. If it ain't something, it's gonna be him to drive you. And when he's gonna rob you from everything, from your love life, from your friendships, from your relationships, all the bit. He will make you like for real. I got degrees and all that. Why am I feel like I'm starting over? You know what I'm saying? It's like it sucks. It really does. But like I said the other day, the more you run from it, the more you're gonna prolong your progress. That's why I say it. Like if it don't make you want to knock somebody off, you ain't feeling it enough. You're not there. Period. And that's on me. That's on me. Sure. It gotta make you hurt. It gotta make you wanna hurt. Right? When you give everything in your life, literally, everything in your life, right? It hit different. The pain hit so much different. And vultures think they can relate. Man, they can't relate, even if they tried to. God will never let them go through no pain like this. They'll stay where they at. They gonna stay where they at and stay in their little bothersome of the worlds. Right? That's just how it is. So, to everybody who keeps saying, oh, he crazy, he cuckoo, he psycho. Keep saying that, please. And watch how long you'll say that. And watch where I'll be within the next year or two while you still saying that, right? Because like I said, the more you run from that pain, the more you gonna prolong your own blessing, man. The more you run from it, the more you gonna prolong it, man. And you'll never get there. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just be real and say it. Sure. Because when something on your brain, your heart, is it, you know what I'm saying, it's in your spirit, man. Like me, I'm gonna just be all out and say it, man. Raw dog with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with a woman. So, and this is what people is afraid of. They afraid of that real talk, that real dog talk. That's why Wes Watson is so hated. They'll call you all type of B's and F's and all of that. And me, I'm like that too, but more so with this real life stuff, right? I'm not the one that sugarcoat. No, I'm gonna tell you, real life, it make you want to hurt, right? It make you want to hurt somebody because you give everything in your life to try to get to that next level, and it's like, God dang, bro, what needs to be done? And then you got all these people testing you left and right. You know what I'm saying? In the process, bro. And then on top of that, you trying to keep your sanity, you trying to keep your dignity, not trying to get looked at as a bad person because you just so serious about something that you only understand. Nobody else does. You the only one that understands this. Probably the only one that ever will understand it until you manifest it so far, until people gonna say, dang, I see what you're doing now. Congratulations. Thank you, but stay over there. So you had 16 years to join this, but no, now you want to say congratulations? No. Keep your congratulations, please, because I'm not accepting it. Not even a little bit. Work. Hold on. Okay. Right there. Finish. Nice. Whew. Yep. Whew. Unfortunately, yes. And that's why nobody will ever get to the top. And the ones who get there will never stay there. Because they don't know what it's like to bounce back up like a basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. The ones who got all this pain and all this stuff to say about struggle, why you think them the ones that's always lasting? Right? So, like I said, I ain't asked for this. I didn't want this at all. I tried to be a scholar boy, go to the NFL and do that, which I was inclined to do. But no, I'm telling you, bro, when you, like I said, to make you want to hurt, make you want to kill, just being real. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Whew, what time is it? We got 11 yet? Oh, okay. This. Okay. All right. Let me see. Oh, she right there. Okay. Let's see. Let me see something. I might have to just do it tonight. Ugh. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Dang, that's crazy. And they all on their phone. Sad. Oh well. Let's go. We gotta continue. Time to think. Ain't no, man, ain't nothing over there. And that's all it's a thing. You doing that? Yeah. Alright, what's today? Thursday? Sun's coming out. That's good. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm trying not to come up for air. And when I say trying not to come up for air, this is what I mean. I'm trying not to look at where I'm at now, because that's why I titled this live, man. Make these days count, you know. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, day after that. I know I don't. And I think for me, man, what got me nervous, worried so much is and we gonna do it as men regardless, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna, I'm just giving y'all a little insider, right, of what's going on with I. There's a little inside look at my life right now, you know. Me just trying to battle these everyday, whatever you want to call them, thoughts, battles, wars, you know. I think what it is people like me and other people that's on this journey to becoming something that, once again, we probably didn't ask for. We probably did, but we got to do a lot more than the average to get where we need to get to, right? So that's why I be saying, or when I be saying certain stuff to certain people, they be like, huh, what? What are you talking about? That sounds crazy. And I'd be like, is it just me? And I'd be like, God dang, it is just me, bro. So it's like, that's why it's like, God dang, bro, this can't be life, bro. I remember Jay-Z did that song, 90s, talking about this can't be life, bro. And sure enough, this is what life is for me, you know. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm just speaking for me. Like I said, this is inside look at me, right? And I tell people, bro, it's like, you gonna have to really, well, me, and this is what I tell myself. I'm really gonna have to figure something out because I ain't got forever, you know. And it's like, I'm just trying to do whatever I can, man. Like I said, to the point where I'm trying, whew, you'll, I don't want to say the K word, but you'll kill for an answer, literally. It's at that point. I'm willing for an answer, work to a solution and something. That's how hard it hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't been there, you don't know, and I don't expect you to know. Okay. Alright. Is there somebody behind? Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Whew. Nice. Just,